Hi guys, today I'm going to discuss regarding to the Azure Recovery Services Vault. So in this I will configure and create the recovery vault and then implement recovery or a backup for Azure Virtual Machine. Then also we will perform the backup for file and folder. So let's go directly to the Azure Portal and start our configurations. So here I have a resource group called RG. So in that resource group I already have a VNet and virtual machine. So we will use the virtual machine for backup. And let's search recovery vault in the search, and here we can just simply create a new recovery vault, and we just need to select a resource group and RV, I will call it RV. And here you must need to select the same region with your resources like virtual machines or SQL server, something like that. So the backup will be attached within the same region and it takes very quick. So let's see the recovery vault by going to the resource, and here we have like recovery vault dashboard. And we just have some parameters over here. So first I will go to show you settings, and under settings I will click the properties. So here we can see different things like running state or active and region, and we can use this for our backup scenarios. So first I will choose like this option, and I will show you to create a backup configurations for like how I want to backup in which zone, like locally redundant zone or zone redundant or geo redundant. So here I just go with the geo redundant, and if you want cross region you can enable or you can disable, and then simply save the configurations over here. And then you can also use other encryption settings or like other things or multiple factor authentication. It depends how you want to use and what's your requirement. And also we can go to the security settings to generate security pin. So here first I will go to the security settings under the that update. So here we can select the soft delete feature we want to enable or delete, disable your security feature as well. So I will just go with the default settings, and then I just go to the overview page and click the backup. So we can see the backup and create a backup for which place, for cloud, on premises, or what kind of place. So you just need to select that and then select the resource which you want to do backup. So I will go with the virtual machine, then click the backup. So it's shows two options, standard and enhanced. So which one you want to choose, it depends on you. And there are like standard have like less features and enhanced have more features, so it depends on your budget. Here is a default policy already for backup policy, but we create a new policy and we will see the time and things according to our own requirements. So we can select the name for this policy. We can go with the policy one, and how frequently we want daily or weekly, we just go with the weekly. And time you can select, and you can change the region to your required time zone region where you live. So I will just go with the Singapore region and how many days you want. And then if you want retention policy for 30 days or how many days you want, you can set it here and then simply press OK, and it will show here. As you can see, now we can see the time zone is that uh, like Singapore time. And now we need to select and add the virtual machine which we want to attach with this recovery vault. So we have our VM server over here, so I will select that one, and it takes very quick to show here. So like next step is enable the backup. So it takes like couple of minutes to enable, so I will pause the video and come back. So the resource has been deployed, so let's go back, and now we can go to another option for the next step. So just go to protected items and then click backup items, and over here we can see the virtual machine is already bind to this key like resource Azure Vault. And then we can see the things over here, and we can click on the view details, and we can see the status and some parameters over here, and click on the backup now, so we can start the backup. And the retention policy over here, so we can see the retention policy, or like retain backup till how long you want. So we can just go like 16, and it takes like triggering a backup for the VM, like our VM server, which I already have. So in the meantime, we just go to the next step to backup our files, but for that we need to go to the virtual machine and turn it on. So let's go to the virtual machine under this the resource group called RG. So just simply go to the resource group RG and log into the virtual machine. Click on this and download the RDP file and connect to this virtual machine. Connect. It's connecting. So let's go to the virtual machine and find the server, manager, click on this. So over here we can go to local server and click on the IE enhanced security, where so under the virtual machine we have this turn it on, like we need to turn it off. So it's off, but let's see, still showing. And let's turn the cmd and update command. So here we can see it's turned off. So now we just directly go to Edge browser, and under the Edge browser we need to open the Azure Portal. This is under the virtual machine, so we need to open this under Azure virtual machine, not on your host machine. So we need to log in and go to the recovery vault, which we already have created. And then click on the backup. And let me see. So under the virtual machine, we are going to select on premises over here, and files and folder for this, and prepare the infrastructure. Click on this one, and over here we can see the install recovery option. So we just need to click and download this agent, and once it's done we will go to the next step. So we can open in a folder, or we can directly open and run this in our virtual machine. So it's running. It takes a while. I will pause the video and come back. So we are running the agent, and let me show you the next step. So we just need to go next. Over here we just need to go with the default settings, and if you want you can use, or if you don't you can just ignore these updates and install the agent. And then we will go to the next step. So let's finish this first, and these all are under the virtual machine. The things are running under the virtual machine, so keep this in mind. Proceed to registration, and for this you need to download this file which is under this, and download. Once it's downloaded, then you can simply browse this file and run. So this file, and click next. Here you can give 16-digit character or anything you want to give to fill this passkey, or you can say generate phrase and generate, and you will see this on your place, which place you want. You can browse that and click on the finish and click yes. So after it we just go to the next step, and let's wait until it finishes, and I will pause this and come back. So we can see this pop-ups like Microsoft Azure backup, and if we will minimize this we can find it out over the desktop over here, and we can double click and we can see this again, and we can go with the. So here we need to click on the register server. Over here we need to configure things. Here if you want to use proxy server you can use, but I don't want to use, so we just go directly to next tab. Here we need to select the vault credentials, which is the file we already have, and then click next. And here we will give the key which we have already created or in the previous step, like the same step we already have performed before. We need to perform it again and generate the passkey, then browse it from the PC or where we want to put it. It takes a while. Select the schedule backup, it shows this window, and start doing your default, like custom or default settings for this step. Here we can add our items, like which thing we want to do, like for a backup, like files or folders. So just go with the files which you want or folder. So I just go with this, like two files and folders over here, and press OK. Then we just go to the next step, or like these are the specifying the things for this next step, like which time. So we can select the time and minimum requirement for our backup. Go to the next step, like how many days you want, how many months or weeks. So I just go with the default settings to show you. And over here we can see the initial backup type, and we just go with the default. Next, over here in the confirmation page, we just click the finish, and it takes a while. So it's done. We just close this, and then so now we go to backup now, and here we just use our backup, like how long we want to use. Just go with those. Over here we can see the backup files and folders. Just click the backup. It takes like backup over here, we can see in the back side, and takes a while to doing the configurations. So need to wait for its completion. Once it will complete, I will come back. Let me pause the video. So it has been done, so we just click close, and now we can see the details over here. We can click on this, that's completed. Now we can go back to the portal and see the next step. Go to the backup items, and under the backup items we can see that backup agent is here. You just click to verify, and we can see this drive is like last backup, and we can select the things for this to confirm that the backup is working or not. So we just see the next thing over here. So we can see here like the backup is already started, like the latest one that we already did, and it's showing over there. So that's the steps for all those steps for the backup, and we can see that how the recovery vault works. So let's finish this video for today, and I will come back with the next step, and you can say the next step of this recovery vault in the next video. So bye bye.